In less than 30 seconds, everything will start to make sense. Every day we use technology without thinking about everything that goes on behind the scenes. But some of the most incredible stories, the best-kept secrets, and the decisions that changed the world remain completely hidden. Today, we're going to uncover one of them. What you're about to see will likely change the way you look at this technology. Get comfortable, because this journey has only just begun. Welcome to where technology reveals its secrets. To understand how we got here, we first have to go back to where it all began. Now then, let's find out what's really going on. Imagine this. You sit at your desk, open a browser, and type a question into a clean white search bar. In 0.2 seconds, Google delivers millions of personalized results. No paywalls, no subscription fees, no credit card. To the average user, it feels like an act of pure digital benevolence. A free gift containing the sum total of human knowledge, accessible to anyone with an internet connection. Every second, humans enter more than 99,000 queries into this single box. That's more than 8.5 billion searches every day. But in the physical world, computing power doesn't come free. Deep inside temperature-controlled data centers in Virginia, Oregon, Finland, and Taiwan, millions of custom-built supercomputers hum day and night. They consume gigawatts of electricity, require billions of gallons of water for thermal cooling, and demand constant maintenance from the world's best software engineers. Every search you perform comes at a tangible cost in energy, hardware wear and tear, and network bandwidth. So who foots the bill for this multi-billion-dollar operation? The answer isn't in your wallet, nor is it written on any monthly bill. In the next few minutes, we're going to pull back the curtain on Alphabet's multi-billion-dollar empire to reveal exactly who pays for Google's free search engine and what you're actually paying for every time you press enter. To understand where the money comes from, we need to look at what happens in the microscopic window between your click and your search results. You think you're simply retrieving information. In reality, you're triggering an invisible financial market at hyperspeed. Every time a query is submitted, Google's algorithms conduct a real-time auction. Companies compete for the first few inches of your screen. They don't pay to exist on Google. They pay for your specific intent. When a user searches for high-value terms like accident lawyer or bank loan, companies aren't bidding pennies. They're bidding $30, $50, sometimes more than $100 for a single click. This search engine alone generated more than $220 billion last year. But search results are just the tip of the iceberg. Through programs like Google AdSense and the Display Network, Google acts as the central intermediary for millions of third-party websites, mobile apps, and YouTube channels. Every time an ad appears on a news blog, in a mobile game, or before a YouTube video, Google manages the transaction, takes its cut, and distributes the rest. It's a continuous, borderless digital toll that monetizes human curiosity on a massive scale. This brings us to the second force driving the engine. It's data. Why are advertisers willing to pay astronomical prices for a small text link on Google, while traditional TV and billboard ads continue to decline? Because Google doesn't sell ad space. They sell certainty. A billboard on a highway is a shot in the dark. Thousands of people drive past it, but 99% don't need a new car today. Google's system is fundamentally different. Every location signal from your Android phone, every nightly YouTube search, every product review you check, and every email confirmation in your inbox forms a living profile of your habits, desires, and financial capacity. When an advertiser uses Google, they're not guessing who might buy their product. The system knows who is about to buy, precisely when they're ready, and at what price point will convince them. Your search data transforms advertising from a gamble into a calculated science. Convenience is the reward you receive. Predictable behavior is the asset Google collects. This silent exchange has sparked regulatory battles across Europe and the United States. Landmark laws like the European Union's GDPR and California's CCPA were designed to curb this endless data extraction. However, despite regulatory scrutiny and multi-billion-dollar fines, the financial incentive remains so immense that the data engine keeps running. Now, what happens if users start searching less? Does the whole company collapse? Hardly. Over the past 2 decades, Google has transformed from a simple search engine into an inescapable corporate infrastructure known as Alphabet. This is where Google Cloud comes in, a multi-billion-dollar enterprise platform that powers the computing infrastructure of BA global corporations, healthcare networks, and artificial intelligence companies. Add to that millions of businesses that pay monthly subscriptions for Google Workspace to manage corporate email, document storage, and team communication. Then consider the hardware. Smart home devices, phones, and operating systems serve a dual commercial purpose. They generate direct profit at the point of purchase, while simultaneously acting as physical telemetry nodes that feed behavioral data directly back to the main advertising engine. Everything is interconnected. Each product reinforces the next. When you put all these pieces together, a deeper understanding emerges. The service feels free because the bill is paid in a non-monetary currency: attention, personal information, and market control. Because Google handles nearly 90% of global search queries, it wields unprecedented influence over the world economy. Small businesses must pay the Google tax in advertising spending just to remain visible on the first page of results. Entire media industries depend on algorithmic decisions made behind closed doors. The true cost of a free service isn't just the data you provide today, it's the consolidation of digital infrastructure in the hands of an entity that knows what you want even before you finish typing. The search bar remains free because your attention is the most valuable commodity on Earth. And so ends a story that proves that behind every technological advancement, there's always something much bigger than we imagine. The most interesting thing is that this is just one piece of the puzzle. There are still questions that most people don't even know exist, and one of them will be the topic of the next episode. Technology changes every day. Understanding it changes everything. If this video helped you discover something new, tell me in the comments what surprised you the most. I read many of the comments, and often the best questions end up becoming new videos for the channel. And if you enjoy discovering how the technology we use every day really works, you can join me by subscribing. That way, you won't miss the next investigations.